Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome to another episode of Life in the Village 2. So in the last episode, we ended up putting in the forester's hut as well as the tavern. So we've got lots of people just kind of milling about right now. We have at least, I think, 2 villagers that are currently visiting our lovely little area here. Today, we are going to get to work on getting our forester up and running. As you know, as I had said in the last episode, we didn't quite have time to get her all set up. And then in addition to that, we are going to go ahead and get our player base in place, which I'm super excited for. So let's go ahead and get to this. So we have Jade over here who is in desperate need of tools. So let's go ahead and give her the tools that she's going to need. So she's going to need the axes in order to cut down trees. And then she's going to need the hose in order to get the, get the leaves and stuff. So that is what we are going to need to give to her. Now, in here we have settings. So we want her to replant. And then we also want to look at the saplings. Now, we don't need all of this wood. So what we want to do is we want to turn off the ones that we don't want her doing. Granted, this does give me a good idea of what we have here, so we don't want any of that. And we can always come back here and turn these back on if we want to get, have her work on these trees as well. So let's see, we don't want acacia. Oh my gosh, there are so many trees in here. Oh, she can do the tea. Oh, we might want to do that. So she might work well then for harvesting that. Oh, we want spruce. We definitely want spruce. So, oh my goodness, I can't believe how many well, we got a lot of saplings in here apparently, because we really only want 3 saplings. We want the oak, we want the spruce, and we want the birch. So I see 1, 2, there's a birch, there's the oak. Okay, there we go. And then we can also reset to default if we really want to do that. Now, we also want to do this. We want to obtain our tool. Now, this is going to allow us to restrict her area as to where she can actually work in. And so for right now, I am going to do this. Second position. Okay, there. And then let's come over here and click right here. Okay, there we go. So that's going to restrict her to this area. So what I want to do is I want to do this. And then let's do one here. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was here, right? T. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this should work. Well, we'll see if nothing else, then I can end up fixing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put that there, and then we can do this one here, and then I'll switch over to the oak. So we want her doing 3 different types. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then let's break this stuff, and then we'll put that there. So that'll work. And then I do have some of this. So she won't start chopping stuff down until they're actually grown. And then any trees that are grown, then she'll end up planting a sapling where she chopped down. So let's get these grown. Whoa. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess we're getting some flowers. That's all right. All right, so there we go. Oh, she already, where'd she go? There she is. Okay, so she's walking over right now. And so she'll start, yep, there she goes. There she goes. She's already working. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and give her these saplings. And there's the oak. Okay. So she'll have these saplings so that she can go through and plant stuff and take the stuff down and all of that. So that is exciting. So now she'll start getting to work on chopping all of these down, which is awesome. So we don't have to worry about cutting wood down necessarily anymore. So for the player base, we are going to be over here. Now I marked out kind of where the actual, like the doorway is going to end up being. And so we're going to be having the come in here, and so I'll be able to come out here and we'll be able to see this. And oh my gosh, these yeah, I need to quit doing so much work and actually start harvesting this stuff, because, oh my gosh. But I didn't want to harvest any more of this stuff because I desperately need some storage. So that's the reason why we are doing the player base. So I am going to get to work kind of trying to lay out the base. And so, like, once I get the layout of the first floor done, then I'll bring you guys back to show you. As I can't do the the time lapse like I do for the builder. So we'll have to go traditional route for this one. I'll have to give you guys building updates. So let me get to work on this, and then I'll bring you guys back once I get some progress. Alright, so I've got the first half of the building done, and I made the decision to push this back because I realized that I needed to be able to actually get the road to come over here to my player base, because this is actually partially within the city. So at some point, this will be considered part of the city, and so I thought it would be probably a good idea to actually have this completely connected up to the rest of the city as well. So this comes into here, so that'll be the actual entrance. Now, not all of these roads will end up having the actual rails. Like this one, I probably won't put the rails in. So it'll mostly be where the villagers and stuff, or citizens. We should call them citizens, because I think that's what the Minecolonies calls them. The citizens, they, where they need to go in terms of actual, like, travel and stuff. So they don't necessarily need to come over here. So we don't need to have the rails here. So for this, like I said in the last episode, I'm basically creating a bigger version of the citizen hut. Oh, and I forgot, I still need to fill this in. Yeah, well, I'll show you why this is the way it is here in just a little bit. But like I said, it's the citizen's hut double, basically, because the citizen's hut actually ends right here. So I ended up doing it side by side, and then as well as increasing it up this way. So it'll definitely look really good, especially once the city starts growing up over in there, and they start getting the cobblestone and all of that. But let's go ahead and head inside. So right now, there really isn't a whole lot to this. So I decided to use these spruce ladders here, and so we've got access to the second floor, which I will end up getting to next. But like I said, this is half. And there's going to be a total of 4 stories. Well, maybe 5 now that I think about it. But we have a level down here. Now, I left this area here and that area blank because I am planning on possibly doing like the storage drawers for the stuff that we have in the farm up above. And then in addition to that, we also have the potential to use the storage network. So I forgot that we had the simple storage network in here. So that might be something that I start working on once I get the villagers jobs. Because right now I have 2 villagers who are absolutely yelling at me going, Mantis, I need work. I've been out of work for over 2 weeks and I'm starting to get upset. So I was like, okay, fine. We'll get to that. And in fact, we'll end up getting to that in the next episode, because next episode we are going to be working on the guard tower as well as a mine. So that'll end up employing the other 2 citizens. So that is going to be extremely helpful, because then they're all going to be, it's going to be basically kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because we'll have both citizens, we'll have a job, and then we'll also have a guard, which some of the other ones have been complaining about as well. But yeah, so this is the first floor and the storage room underneath all done. So the next step is to get the next 2 levels and the roof done. And so I'm going to get to work on getting that put in place. And then once I get that in place, then I will bring you guys back. Alright, so I've got the player-based finish. But before we go and take a look at that, I wanted to share with you guys. So I was over here, I was checking, because Jade doesn't seem to be harvesting all of these trees. So as you can see, like this one, she didn't replant the sapling. This tree here, she hasn't been harvesting, and then these 2 trees she hasn't been harvesting. So I had come over here, because I had seen she had walked over here, and then would instantly teleport back into the tavern, and then she'd come back out. In fact, oh, she's over there right now. In fact, she's, asking for something. What's she asking for? Okay, so she's broken both of her axes. But that's all right. So I come out here and so apparently these guys have been glitching. So her and Julie, both of them seem to have a slight problem with kind of just, lying on their backs. They get stuck in the bed and they come out here to do their tasks or, wander around and stuff, and then they're just lying down on the ground. So, oh my gosh, when I saw that, I was like, what? But in order to fix it, I found, because I tried, it's like, okay, well, maybe if I go out of the area and then, come back in, basically, it doesn't, reloading the chunks doesn't seem to work. You actually have to break the bed for some reason, which is really strange. So yeah, I definitely need to make the housing for these guys a priority. So I went ahead and made 4 of the houses, and then I've also done the mine and then the guard tower. When you do the guard tower, you actually get 2 of them. So hopefully this works. I don't think you need the barracks or anything like that. I'll have to look at this a little bit. Oop, I'm trying to show off the house. Check it, but that is definitely going to be the priority for. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The priority for next episode. But let's go ahead and check out the player house. So that right there, that is going to be similar to what the citizen houses are going to end up looking like. In fact, I think they might actually, I think they're shorter. And then, of course, only half the size. So that, definitely big difference. So I ended up taking the yellow flowers. Those are ones, they pretty much grow anywhere. Just like these blue flowers, they grow on the gravel, they grow on stone, they grow, pretty much anywhere. And I need to check out those flowers over there, because those might be, in fact, why don't we go ahead and take a look over here? Because I've found that there are a lot of, like, food plants that have been kind of popping up around here. So what are these? Are these just alpine pink? Okay, no. Yeah, because I ended up finding a mint, of all things. I'm like, do what? And so, yeah, so I ended up getting that. And so that's been added into the crops that we are currently growing. And then I need some food. But yeah, so we definitely have our plan for the next episode in terms of what we are going to end up, building in the main area. So let's go ahead and wait for this to go ahead and have the sunset. Won't wait for the villagers to actually get in. There we go. They can go one night without actually sleeping. They've been having problems anyways because of the fact that we've got some visitors and stuff. But let's go ahead and come back out here so I can show you guys a little bit better. So yeah, I really like the idea. In the citizen houses, they do the spruce and then the oak. And I really like that. Just the transition and stuff. And it really helps with the very top, because then it's not all of the same blocks. So let's go ahead and come up here. So we had done this one right here. This is the one level that we had, or at least the floor we got. And then this, I added this, and then up here is the attic area. Oh, I missed I missed a couple blocks. But yeah, so we got this, and then we got a beautiful view of like the ocean, and then over here we have a view of the city as well. So I might, depending on like how everything progresses, I might change this into an actual like balcony. Because then, then we can actually kind of look out and see the stuff that we have going on outside, outside our lovely player house. Now, to wrap up the episode, since we've already discussed the plans for the next episode, which I'm really excited about, we'll finally get, up. Yes, and I found that these are really glitchy. Oh, nope, okay, all right, here. There we go. Yeah, for some reason, these ladders here, the cork ladders, they really don't like the whole trapdoor trick. So, yeah, sometimes it really glitches out. But as you can see, I ended up putting in the storage drawer. So these are all the plants and stuff that we have going on over at the farm over there. But I made a discovery, and I can't remember who it was in the comment section who had put it in there. If I remember to do it in the editing, I'll try to put their name up on the screen now. But they made mention of the botany pots, and I'm like, wait, I completely forgot about the botany pots, and them being here so that we can use these. So these are kind of like the bonsai ones for trees that are in a lot of the modded packs, but this is actually for like crops. So if we come over here, I ended up grabbing the rich soil, because the rich soil is something I picked up. And so I'm like, okay, well let's grow these things. So let's go ahead. We can go potatoes. So basically, the potatoes, they go in here and they grow, and then once it is done growing, it'll end up putting the stuff down here, which is really, really awesome. So let's go ahead and do the recipe. So to do the just a regular recipe, it's going to be like this. So we have just a regular botany pot. Now, if you go like this, you now have the hopper botany pot. So kind of like the hopping bonsai. And so we can then end up putting these in here. And here we go. Do that. And then we can grab carrots. And we could grab the cotton. Now, the reason why I chose these, carrots and potatoes are plants that, oh, apparently that didn't, that did not have anything on it. I noticed that sometimes they don't always actually harvest stuff. But carrots and potatoes are going to use to heal our lovely, lovely citizens. And so I want to get those started. Now, with the cotton, I can use the cotton and make string. In fact, let's grab one of these so I can show you guys the uses. So it's, basically 2 of these to make string, and then string, of course, I can end up using in order to build, like wool and all, a whole bunch of other things. And so I don't have to have an actual like string farm, so like a spider farm. And then the Fletcher also ends up using these as well. And so that'll definitely come in really handy once we get the Fletcher in place. So yeah, see right here. So we've already got our first potato in this. And so the great thing about this is that it can be fully AFK. And so I'm probably in between episodes, I'll look at potentially trying to find a mesa. Either that or, well, yeah, I'll try to find a mesa because all I have to do is do the compass. So there we go. So if we do the nature's compass, then it's, it's really easy. And then I can end up finding the biome that I need. And so I'll probably put this together and see about finding a mesa. And then I can show you guys on the map once we get started in the next episode. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. I really, really liked, building this. This was a whole lot of fun to put together and try to, think of how to modify something that'll be built over here and make it bigger and fit for the player base. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed it. And if you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.